would have to be Sunrise by Murnau. It's also just one of my all-time favorites, and I think it's the greatest and the purest cinematic romantic film. It's also, for its time, quite inventive when it came to the cinematography and its visuals. And there's just a timeless and genuine romanticism to it, especially with a performance by Janet Gaynor. Dorothy Valance, Isabel Rossellini in Blue Velvet. There's just something so just raw and apologetic and earthy and primordial about her sensuality in the film that I haven't really seen a lot in American cinema. I felt really kind of wild and raw and into it, playing her character. If I were to get blurby about it, I'd call the actress a dazzling and bold stroke of cinematic graffiti. So besides Charles Foster Kane and Vito Corleone, I would want to play the Gael Garcia Bernal character in Bad Education by Almodovar, Leslie Chung's character in Days of Being Wild, Robert Pattinson in Good Time, and Martin Eden, played by Luca Marinelli, directed by Pietro Marcello. My favorite movie theater would have to be, and I really thought a lot about it, would have to be BAM, the Brooklyn Academy of Music in Fort Greene in Brooklyn. I had lived in Brooklyn for about 7 years, and BAM just has the most fun and fond memories of movie going. I remember seeing Good Time there, Isle of Dogs. I remember seeing Hester Street and News from Home by Chantal Akerman, one of my favorite films. And I went to a screening of Burning, and I arrived there 10 minutes late, and I asked the theater if I could just come back to a later screening, and they let me do that. I remember walking through the blizzard one January to go see The Revenant by Inarritu. I just love going to BAM. What's funny about the most memorable movie screening in my life is I don't even know the theater that I saw it in, but I was, in 2006, I went to the Cannes Film Festival for the first time. Right after the festival ended, I went to Paris for a few days, and one Sunday night, I remember this was close to the Sorbonne, and I was walking around and I came across this, small, hole-in-the-wall art house cinema, which there are a lot of them in Paris, and they were playing Marie Antoinette, and I got a ticket, went in, and it was just like this very quaint, charming, small room with like 50 seats, but it was also just the most memorable cinematic experience of my life, because having just come from Cannes for the first time, just this adrenaline rush of my first real experience with cinema.